Morning you guys, I'm David, and as you can see I got stuff all over the apartment because I'm loading the van this morning. My wife just left, we said goodbye to each other. It was a little bit, feely because we won't be seeing each other for about a month, so I spared you that, but now I'm getting ready to load up everything. Should take me maybe 2 hours. I got stuff there, stuff in the bedroom, because I'll be gone for 3.5 months this year. So if you want to join me, please feel free to follow me on this journey. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by. Now, I'll be on my own for most of this journey this year, except for a couple years where I'll have friends and my wife come join me for a few weeks. But luckily for me, my wife's not too worried because she knows I'm an adult and I won't do anything too stupid when she's not there, obviously. That's all the food that I'm leaving with, and apparently I'm eating pretty much only different kinds of sugar. So you got honey, you got brown sugar, brown rice, chocolate, and my wife gave me this. She said if you want one Nutella toast, you can have it, but you only got one. So yeah, I guess we'll have to stop at the grocery eventually on the way there. Just finished taking everything to the van. Took me definitely a bit longer than I thought it would. It's been a bit over 2 hours, but everything is perfectly set. Everything has its own place, so there's no clutter everywhere. It's pretty clean. So I'm definitely happy for that. I still have two very important things to do. The first one is take what will be probably my last hot shower for a very long while, so I'm definitely going to enjoy that. And the second very important task that I have to do is leave an absolutely outrageous amount of love sticky notes all over the apartment for my wife, who's going to be by herself for the next month or so. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll hit the road for something like 50 hours. I'll probably sleep in the meantime. I have one stop that I want to do somewhere right in the middle, and yeah, I mean, I'll be on the road for about a week after that, so stick around if you'd love to see some of that, and I'm ready to go in just a few minutes. I'm fed and I'm ready to go. As you can see, I'm wearing the exact same clothes because obviously I put everything in the van and I forgot to leave anything out for after I clean myself. But anyway, I'll get to the van, change myself, and then before I leave town, there's a friend that I want to go and see at the hospital. He's had heart surgery 2 days ago, and then I'm on the road. Visit to the hospital is done. I'm happy to report that my friend is doing amazing despite having had his sternum sawed in two, so that's pretty impressive. But it also means that now I'm ready to hit the road, so I'll see you in a little while. Been driving a couple hours, managed to get past Montreal pretty much, so now it's time to stop for a bite. And I stopped shopping a bit earlier today and only got like bananas and what I need for breakfast tomorrow, so we'll need to make do with what we have in here, which is about 5 tomatoes, couple black olives, sauerkraut, and coriander. If I'm being honest, eating sauerkraut and tomatoes is not ideal, but hey, it's fine for tonight. Especially this store-bought sauerkraut from No Name. It's okay, is all I can say. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Those tomatoes are good though. So I've been driving a little more, few hours, and I landed in this town, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's forest all around. And there's a few businesses I'm seeing like delivery cars, so I'm thinking I can probably just sneak in for a couple hours, sleep until daylight comes back, and that's it. I'll grab a bite and I'll catch up with you in the morning. And I should probably tell you also that this is when van life really kicks in, because it was like 20 earlier today and tonight is probably going to be like 0 or so. So I'll grab a few more layers before going to bed, and hopefully my water won't be frozen in the morning. I don't think it's not gonna be that cold, but I'm still hoping for a comfortable night. So see you tomorrow morning. I just woke up from our first night, which was not too bad considering I was sleeping in a place where I'm technically not allowed. I'd say I slept like a 5 out of 10, which is, I'm happy with that. Today's plan is going to be pretty simple. Sun just got up, so I'm gonna drive until pretty much the sun comes down, and that's the whole idea. And I'm in the middle of northern Quebec, and except for like pine trees, there's not a lot going on. A few nice mountains, I have to say. So before I leave, I'm gonna try to get a few steps in, just to make sure that my legs don't die during this trip. And yeah, that's it. Then we're gonna go. I so love driving in the early morning. It's about 10 to 6 and there is not a soul in sight. Sun is beautiful through the trees. So yeah, I'm really happy that I've gone up early this morning. Anyway, I was up and there wasn't much else to do, but yeah, I went to bed early yesterday, so figured I'd get to drive early this morning. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome because you get to do so much more distance. There, you're never blocked by a car, or you never get passed by people who think you're going too slow in a van. So yeah, it's awesome. And overall, it's getting colder, so I'm happy to have the heat coming from the van, because it's getting near to 0 now, because I'm up in the mountains. So yeah, I'm definitely happy for that. Still is a long way to go for today, however. I've got a bit over 1,000 kilometers to do, so I'll definitely be driving for a while. So I ended up stumbling on what seems to be a campground, but it's so early in the season that there's not a soul. So yeah, I mean, the view's pretty nice. And I'll enjoy this place to cook up breakfast. I did not realize how many mosquitoes there were. I think opening the door might have been a mistake. But hey, I'm a big fan of oats, so that's what we'll be eating up this morning. Only takes a few seconds to prepare. Definitely opening the door was a mistake. There was like 100 mosquitoes that just got in. But hey, we'll drive with the windows open in just a minute and hopefully get rid of them little buggers. There you go, that's my oats. I wanted to stick around to make a few nice drone shots of the lake, but honestly there are so many mosquitoes. Probably just eat that real quick and get back on the road. I honestly don't know what I was thinking opening the doors. I just assumed that there would not be many mosquitoes at this time of year, but I'm literally in the part of the province where there's the most mosquitoes ever. So there's like at least 50 mosquitoes still in the van, and yeah, hopefully I'll get rid of them by next stop by driving with the windows open. But yeah, it's pretty annoying. So let's get back on the road. this ended up being a super long day because I was literally in the middle of nowhere and there was no suitable place to sleep. So I ended up in this tiny little town called Greenstone, and it's literally tiny, and there's a weird boat right there for some reason apparently. But before calling the day off, I just want to close this video properly, and I just want to acknowledge that I'm so lucky to be able to do all of this, and I'm super grateful in general towards life, just because there are so many things that culminated into me being able to take these summers off to enjoy them with Billy, with my wife, with my friends. So it's amazing, and I just want to thank you also for being part of this journey. So with all of this said, next up we are headed up for a hike which is called Sleeping Giant, and it's really close to Thunder Bay. I've heard really great things about it, and unfortunately I missed it last year. So this is what's coming. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm hoping to see you in the next one.